So I technically do have it done. I just didn't.
No, you don't technically have anything done.
Okay, well, I didn't send it out.
Young lady, you may address other people that way. You better check yourself before you're addressing me that way.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Court calls the case of the people versus
Assistant Public Defender Natalie Pate with an on behalf of Ayana Johnson, who is approaching. Please state your name for the record, ma'am.
Ayana Johnson.
Thank you, Your Honor. Today is the date and time that was originally set for sentencing. I have received and reviewed the recommendation from probation with Ms. Johnson. She has not, we do acknowledge she has not completed the alcohol screening and assessment through Von Schwartz, and she did miss a test on July 1st. I did discuss this with her yesterday on the phone and advised her to go to community corrections as soon as possible to try to test. She informed me, and so did her father, who is here with her today, that she did go to community corrections this morning before court and was there for about 45 minutes, and they said she was unable to test this morning. We are respectfully requesting that the court not remand her at this time and that we adjourn the sentencing out in August to give her the opportunity to complete the alcohol screening and assessment. She is gainfully employed at She does not want to lose that job. In the alternate, if the court is inclined to remand her in both speaking with Ms. Johnson and her father, our request would be to potentially allow that remand to happen a couple weeks in the future so she can take time off work at St. Joe so she does not lose that job. Other than that, Your Honor, we respectfully request an adjournment of the sentencing.
And Teresa Claire on behalf of probation. Your Honor, I did communicate with community corrections this morning. She did go over, and she wasn't scheduled to do a test today, so she did not test. She did do her download of her scram. I just confirmed with them that there was no violations on the scram. However, she had not reported to them after June 15th. So there was quite a bit of info that they had to download on that. So I do know that there was no violations on the scram. However, probation also wants to point out to the court that this court did direct her back on April 3rd, I believe, and warned her about any further mistesting. So she was given a warning by this court back in April about her remaining compliant with the testing.
why?
Why what?
Why'd you miss a test? Why'd you miss a test? I gave you a huge break back in April. I gave you a huge break. Just told you, April. Just don't miss the test. Just told you, just don't miss the test. You remember that, right?
Yeah.
You remember that, right?
Yeah.
And then when you pled, why didn't you do your alcohol screening and assessment? Why didn't you do your alcohol screening and assessment? What?
I said I forgot to print it out.
What?
I said I forgot to print it out.
Oh. They do so much. I mean, I didn't send you the last time. They do so much. I mean, I didn't send you the last time. I'll re-refer to Defendant to Von Schwartz for completion of our alcohol screening and assessment. If you don't understand something, and I don't have that alcohol screening and assessment, and I don't have that alcohol screening and assessment, the only thing that I can really sentence you to is the maximum. The only thing that I can really sentence you to is the maximum. And I don't want it time. What?
The paper.
And I don't want it.
What? All the lists on it. The paper.
What
is Von Schwartz? What is
Von Schwartz? That's for your alcohol screening and assessment. That's for your alcohol screening and assessment.
Go to. There's somebody I'm that name stand for. Go to. What is that name?
That's somebody that you need to call. That's somebody that should set up an appointment so that they can interview. Set up an appointment so that they can interview you and do an assessment.
Your Honor, my office. I know that the court's office sends things out. I know that the court sent an email to her on my office, which gave her the packet the information for the which gave her that packet in addition to the information assessment in addition to the information to complete the victim's impact.
Need to pay a $75 referral fee. Do you pay a $75 referral fee? Do you have that?
No.
Adjourner sentenced at August 28, 2024. Adjourner sentenced at August 28, 2024, 9 a.m. And I have a feeling that it was no option. Don't follow. And I have a feeling that I'm going to end up sending you for the maximum time. That I'm going to end up sending you for the maximum time. I don't want to do that. I'm going to end up finding you in contempt. I'm going to end up finding you in contempt and sending you. So in this, I'm going to, for the bond violation. In this, I'm going to remand it for 3 days. Washington County Jail for 3 days. Washington County Jail for the bond violation. Defendant remanded. Just go. Is that Dad? Just go.
Yes, Your Honor.
Is that Dad? Her bag.
Yes, Your Honor.
Get her bag. Hang on one second. Dad, go ahead, take her bag. Hang on one second. Go ahead, take her bag. Come on up, Tito. Can you come up to your phone? Come on up, Tito. Can you come up to? What's your name, sir?
Tony Johnson.
Okay. What's your name, sir? Can
Tony
you
Johnson.
help try to get her through? Can you help try to get her?
Yes, I will definitely make sure that she does. She definitely lives her mom. Make sure that she does. Kind of know the things. Her mom kind of goes on. I don't kind of know. I'm just coming support, and I kind of goes on. Hoping that you didn't take her to jail. Support, and I just need this job so bad because I need this job so bad.
Trust me, I did not want to. I just trust me, I did not want to. Miss Clara, can you give to Dad? Clara, can you give to Dad the victim's impact information and the victim's impact